Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We have got a lot to go over today, as yesterday we actually failed our latest major order, and we've got a brand new one in the midst, taking us over to the Illuminates and especially on the Terminids. This one's going to be a difficult one, but we're going to give you guys a full breakdown of it today. As well as being some problems inside of the player reporting, people have been voicing their opinions, and I've got to say, I actually do agree. We're going to take a look at so much more, so if you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSups, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option compared to those tinned alternatives that we're all used to. Links in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout. It would help me out a ton. And if you guys want to get involved with the giveaway, it's very, very simple. We're going to show some love to Super Earth today with a blue love heart in the comment section, and we'll be picking one of you guys out over the next couple of days. That being said, though, let's dive on into the game and see what it is that's happening right now. So, starting off, what is it that we actually had? We had a very, very intriguing failure message that came from yesterday's major order, meaning that there was some problematic schematics with this one. It states right here that the Helldivers' tenacious attempt to reclaim our corrupted cities has failed. The cost of this failure is grievous. An unfathomable number of citizens have rendered into voteless monstrosities. Intelligence from dismantled xenostructures affirms that the Illuminates are attempting to re-establish their former empire, using our rightful owned worlds as foundation. Recovered Illuminate material stockpiles confirm the elevated risk of the Illuminate resurgence. Even now, they are likely twisting our holdings into even more terrible domains for their totalitarian cult. Analysis expect the renegade xenophobic aggressors will soon target other isolated worlds, especially those demonstrating lower levels of overt patriotism. In response, the Ministry of Unity has today bolstered the federal pre-dissidence program. Extra vigilant citizens will be awarded CCS score boosts for each report of subversive activity, with rewards multiplied. The Illuminates seek to rebuild their empire. They likely anticipate success. Though this battle was lost, the Helldivers will ensure they're ambitious and their structure will be grounded to dust. Now, this is absolutely huge. We obviously failed, but it's given the Illuminates a bit more of a standing ground. And at the bottom of the Galactic War map now, we actually hold quite a large sector of 4 sectors long with regards to the Illuminate. They're no longer bouncing around, and they have kind of found their main foundation, and it's looking like they're going to be staying there for quite some time. So we'll have to fight them back, and hopefully we manage to take the win over the Illuminate scum. But we managed to get a brand new briefing come in for a brand new major order, and this one was a very interesting one, to say the least. With it originally being around 4 days, we've now got 3 remaining on it. We're going to take a look at what it is that the briefing states right here. The monumental effort to rebuild Super Earth is underway. A full damage assessment has concluded, exhaustively detailing the incalculable wounds inflicted upon our sovereign homeworld and their monetary cost adjusted for inflation. Pursuant to intergalactic law, substantial war reparations are now owed by the Illuminate. The allocated period for redress has elapsed. Our hand is forced to advance our reconstruction and secure a brighter future for all citizens. The Super Earth will now collect what is owed through compulsory asset forfeiture. Helldivers, you are to execute 290 million arrogant Illuminate fugitives. Analysis calculate that this will be a commensurate amount with the reparations owed, delivering sufficient technology, material, and justice. Furthermore, a tribunal of trusted citizen servants have designated the Terminids as arbiters, bearing secondary liability. Helldivers will cull 2.9 billion of the mindless insects, harvesting E710 as the means for restitution. The galaxy bore witness to the price of attacking freedom. Now it shall know its cost too. Now, this is obviously a very, very big one, as nearly 3 billion Terminids is a ginormous amount, to say the least, and 290 million Illuminate is not really much of a challenge based on the voters at hand. So if we take a look at the Galactic War map, we can see right here that, yes, although it is early hours Monday morning, we can see that we have around 10,000, give or take, floating around on the Illuminate sectors, just shy of, with majority of the Helldivers right now all colliding on the Terminid sector, trying to do their part to that ginormous number of nearly 3 billion. It seems that everyone is diving in with the Predator strain remaining back in on Nublaria 1, so fingers crossed we can manage to get those numbers attacked back through, and we'll be live in a little while on stream in the new house. Yeah, we got a brand new office, man. I'm really excited for it. But we're going to be going in and trying to help do our part for adding numbers to the Illuminate and to the bug sector. Let me know what you guys have been doing and whether it is that you're enjoying the game right now. Numbers do seem to be depleting. As to what the reason is for that, I'm not too sure. But we are not hitting massive highs as we were used to. And we're now dropping below the 6-figure peak concurrent that we've been seeing over the last few weeks. Hopefully we see a next big part of the story come into the game very, very soon. It does seem to me that we are moving into some very weird territory, as the automatons have now been relatively forgotten about for a little while. I can't wait for something to really happen there, and a lot of people are speculating Cyberstan, but we'll have to see exactly how that one goes. Moving into the background, though, of Helldivers 2, there seems to be some issues stirring up with regards to player reporting. This post right here stated, player reporting needs to be changed. This is genuinely ridiculous. And as you can see on screen, it states here the reasoning, and then underneath, it states a player cannot be reported for this action. You can take any of the following actions instead. It goes on to state, though, that the fact that when you try to report a player for anything, it gives you a screen that states a player cannot be reported for this action is genuinely ridiculous. The fact that Arrowhead's actual policy to deal with cheaters and griefers is to just block them. So what they are saying is they're allowed to go and ruin people's games and missions. How is that fair? Genuinely, how is that fair to us? Now, this is a problem outstanding, and I do know full well that the cheating player reporting program runs through Sony Movements. Now, I presumed this person was on PC, and that was why, because obviously you haven't linked your PlayStation account or your Sony account to your Steam account. Now, that doesn't seem to be the case. I turned on the PlayStation 5 and went straight into Helldivers and tried to report a friend of mine. I know, hilarious, right? But no, you can't actually do it on there either, and it states that the only thing you can do, as seen on screen, and yeah, Mr. Pips, you know I love you, dude. You know I love you. But when we try to report Crazy Mr. Pips and we give a reason of absolutely anything, the options to give are actually really wildly ridiculous. You can block, adjust your privacy settings, or disable the crossplay, but the cheaters can continue to cheat. It's actually baffling. Now, I'm obviously not going to report that because, yeah, Mr. Pips is a great guy. We love you, dude. We love you. But I think you can kind of understand what it is that we're trying to say there. It makes absolutely no sense to me at all as to why that's the case, and it appears that a lot of you guys are agreeing as well, as, yes, it actually does not make any sense whatsoever. And to be completely honest, I don't really know what they're playing at with that one, as if the Sony account limitations were the issue, then surely it shouldn't be the problem on the PlayStation. I'm really reaching out, going to be messaging the developers today and finding out why that's the case, considering on PlayStation it just doesn't work. But taking it into a more positive spin, there is something that you guys have been wanting for some time, and somebody accidentally created it. It states, accidentally rolled the new cape over me, surprised how badass it actually looked. Makes me realize how much we could use a new cape shape. And you can see right here that this is kind of like that poncho look. A lot of people have been wanting this for a very long time, dude, but it does look very, very cool, and I think it would bring a lot more design pieces into the game as far as customization goes. A lot of the things are starting to look very samey now with new war bonds and new features coming into play. It does seem that there's not much alteration inside of it. This would open it up to whole new things such as ghillie suits and so much more. I am so here for it. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are as well. And talking about comment section, we're going to take a look at the last video and what it is you guys had to say. Now, we know that this one is from 2 days ago. I've just recently moved house, and we're now finally in that house, now living with Mrs. Cloud, and we've got a brand new office that I am so excited to get shaped up. But nonetheless, this is what you guys had to say a couple of days back. This first one right here states, good, the Leviathans are just simply not fun to engage. You either sacrifice half your loadout to fight them, or you don't. And either way, the respawn 5 seconds later. The Leviathans have been a really big problem. They are aware of it, and there is quite big proof that they are aware of it, as Jojo has stated already that there is going to be some alterations to the Illuminate Leviathans, hopefully at some point this week, that's going to make them less frustrating. We'll have to wait and see as to when that happens. The likelihood is tomorrow is the day. Moving into this next one, it states, I was ragdolling for 5 seconds and then die by the last shot. Hard is good, but BS is bad. And yes, we do know full well that they're working on the stim delay and being able to utilize stims in certain situations that could render a little bit more difficult. I think even though you're ragdolling, I wouldn't say that a Helldiver would unrealistically be able to stab themselves with a stim. That's just my opinion, but let me know yours in the comments. And this final one states right here, Factory Striders and Bile Titans both have destroyable weapons. The Leviathans should too. Let autocannons and HMGs take out their cannon turrets so you aren't completely defenseless without AT. I think the problem that comes with that is the length of distance that it actually is. The problem is these guys have a really large distance that they can shoot from, and even though you can take off the wings and dispel them for a little bit more damage, you are right, there's nothing deployable there that you can take out to stop them from attacking you. I'm intrigued to know what it is that they're going to do, and hopefully you guys will see it here on the channel tomorrow morning when they do eventually update it. That being said, though, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.